Hey gay men, welcome back. I'm Alexander Sterling. Now, if you've been wondering why you're still single, I have 5 harsh but honest truths you might need to hear. Starting with number 1, you chase chemistry over compatibility. It's easy to mistake butterflies for alignment. A lot of gay men, especially those with anxious or disorganized attachment styles, get addicted to intensity. You meet someone and there's a spark. Your body lights up. You feel like you just know this person is special. But the truth is, that feeling often comes from unresolved wounds being activated, not some divine sign that he's the one. When you're used to emotional chaos or inconsistency, especially in childhood, that intensity feels like home. So you keep chasing unavailable men, narcissists, or hot and cold partners because they light up your nervous system. But compatibility is quieter. It's not a rush. It's not anxiety disguised as romance. It's someone who feels safe, steady, and secure. And for a lot of people, especially those who've been through trauma, that can feel weirdly boring at first. But that's what real love often feels like: consistent, grounded, and kind. Number 2, you say you want love, but you're terrified of being seen. Most people think they're ready for love. But love requires being seen, like actually seen. That includes your insecurities, your fear of abandonment, your body shame, your people-pleasing, your jealousy, your trauma. And if you haven't done some emotional work, you might not even realize that the person you're hiding from most is yourself. So what do? You put up a curated version of you. You date with the mask on. You perform sexiness, wit, and confidence. But underneath it, you're terrified of what would happen if someone really got close. You keep the relationship stuck at a surface level. Or, more often, you only pursue people who are emotionally unavailable because it gives you the illusion of connection without the actual risk of intimacy. Until you let someone see the parts of you that you struggle to love, you'll keep ending up in situationships, flings, or fantasies. Love doesn't happen at the surface. It happens when you let your guard down. And that means being brave enough to be seen. Number 3, you treat dating like a job interview, not a human connection. You think you're just being smart or discerning. But if you walk into every date scanning for red flags, measuring someone against a checklist, and assessing whether they're worth your time in the first 5 minutes, you're not dating, you're interviewing. That mindset might come from past hurt. You don't want to waste time again. You don't want to get burned. But that protectiveness turns dating into a high-stakes transaction. You stop being curious. You stop letting things unfold naturally. And you start filtering everyone through the lens of fear. Fear of wasting time, fear of being hurt, fear of choosing wrong. But real connection isn't a resume. It's a vibe. And that vibe can't emerge if you're too busy analyzing and pre-deciding. You're allowed to have standards, of course. But if those standards become walls, you'll block out exactly the kind of people who might have surprised you if you had just stayed open. Number 4, you're not healed enough to handle someone healthy. This one is tough to swallow because no one wants to admit they'd reject a good thing. But here's the paradox. If you haven't done the emotional work to feel safe with love, then someone who is emotionally available might actually repel you. They text back too quickly and it feels smothering. They say how they feel and it feels intense. They make plans and follow through and it feels unfamiliar. So you convince yourself there's no chemistry. You say the spark's not there or something feels off. But really what feels off is your nervous system not being used to secure attachment. That kind of steady love doesn't trigger your old coping mechanisms. It feels calm, and calm can feel uncomfortable if you're used to chaos. Until you heal the wounds that taught you love means abandonment, inconsistency, or having to perform, you'll keep pushing away the very thing you say you want. Not because you're broken, but because your body is trying to protect you from a type of intimacy it never learned how to trust. Number 5, you want someone to love you in ways you don't love yourself. At the root of so many failed gay relationships is a painful truth. A lot of us are looking for someone to rescue us from our own self-rejection. You want a partner who makes you feel sexy because deep down, you don't. You want someone to prioritize you, adore you, and chase you because some part of you still feels unworthy of that kind of love. And so you outsource your self-worth. The problem is, no one can do that work for you. If you don't believe you're lovable at your core, you'll either, number one, attract people who reflect that belief, or number two, sabotage the ones who don't because it feels like too much. You'll mistake healthy attention for pressure. You'll interpret compliments as lies. You'll look for rejection even when it's not there, and find ways to create it. Until you start showing up for yourself, affirming yourself, validating yourself, choosing yourself, love will always feel out of reach. Because the part of you that's starving for it will keep blocking it out of fear, shame, or disbelief. A partner can add to your life, but they can't fix the places where you've abandoned yourself. If any of this stings, it's okay. You're not alone. These aren't flaws, they're wounds, patterns, survival strategies you picked up for a reason. But now, they're keeping you from the connection you crave, and you're allowed to outgrow them. Thanks for watching. If you're a gay man and these conversations speak to you, go ahead and hit subscribe. I post new videos every week about the things we go through: love, identity, healing, and everything in between. I'd love to have you be a part of this community. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.